Diburei Emunah daf Yud Beis. I remember the second chelik. I remember when I came to the house of a Mechala, I was blown over by his special achnos sochem. He had all these ideas and all these innovations in achnos sochem. When he was mechabed his guests in the Suda. First of all, he would put by the table before the guests a very big loaf of bread, almost like half the size of the entire table. I said, why does he do this? To bake such huge breads. He says, because when you put before the guests a small piece of bread, the minute he starts eating, all that's left, the minute he starts eating, only half is left. So the orech is ashamed, to eat a bread that you can see how much he ate from this. Some people shouldn't say that he's a glutton, he's eating all the bread. So the guest stays hungry because of the embarrassment. But when a guest eats from such a big bread, he can eat as much as he wants, and you cannot even see that he touched it, such a big bread. Like this, he's full, and nobody from the household can see how much he ate. He put a lot of different thoughts into different ways of Nosasarka. He says, you cannot imagine the simcha of the Mechala when a guest came to his house. It's love, it's his brothers, it's his father that came. It says Shulchan Aruch, it says that you should sharpen the knife for Shabbos. And Achnos HaSorchim is like Achnos Shabbos, of Sefer Amidas. I saw how the Mechala, with my own eyes, I saw the Mechala, sharpening the knife for the guest that comes as if Shabbos comes to the world. And then he was, then he would like hum to himself and go, a guest came, like, real happy. And it says, and we would run to receive him and prepare the house for him with such simcha, such a lighted face, illuminating face. He says, you cannot describe it to anybody who hasn't seen it. Chazal said, tremendous things about the Achnos HaSorchim, especially the Chachomim, until they said anybody who has a Talmid Chacham in his house is like bringing, the sacrifice of the Talmid. When the Beis Hamikdash used to stand, they would bring about 2 korbanos Talmid, every single day, one in the morning, one in the evening. The reason for these korbanos was because that sacrifice of the morning would atone of the sins of the night, and the sacrifice of the afternoon was atoning for the averos of the day. So between this one and that one, all the averos were totally eradicated. So this is what Chazal said, that there's never slept a person in Yerushalayim that has a sin in his hand. Tzedek Yalimba. It's also known what Rabbeinu says, that Israel are such kedoshim, they cannot carry the load of averos. Even one day, they're so holy. He says, let's take a look. What cleansed them from that yoke? Korban Tamid, the sacrifice of the Tamid. And Chazal said, taking in guests is akin to bringing Tamid. So it says, this is how great the Maila of Achnos HaSorchim. So why don't people appreciate it properly? The Rebbe says Achnos HaSorchim, is Mezaken the woman to have sons. But he didn't say this kavanah whether it's a schooler to give birth to sons or so the children should grow properly. So there was Rabbi Nachman Nemirover, he was the Chazan. He used to say that it's mesugel for both to give birth to children and to be megadol them. As the mile of Achnos HaSorchim is huge, and the huge segulas, fantastic segulas in this. It says, but even if it's so big and so huge, since people don't know how big it is, and what is mesugel to, and how good it is for them, or what it actually does for them, they write it and they don't really keep it properly.